普段ジェイスは描いたりスクライブをするときにどんなことに意識を向けているんでしょうか？
I will respond to this question with three stages, which is before scribing, during scribing, and also after scribing. And for each stage, I'll cover this kind of inner and outer dimension, and both from this kind of philosophical and also technical perspective. So before scribing and before the work happens, I will often ask myself just first to set intention. Just what's the deeper purpose for me to support this gathering or this conference, and what wants to emerge in this space. And just by centering myself, just to kind of quiet myself from other distraction, because there might be some noises and a lot of activity happening around me. So it's really important just to tune into that kind of mind space, and maybe just with some basic breathing and also meditative practice. And before scribing, just to remind myself to practice compassion and also curiosity, because I'm not there, just to impress anyone, but my main purpose there is just to serve what is really unfolding along the process. So that's the before, the inner part. For the technical part, it's just, first you align, I will align with the host of facilitators and just make sure the agenda and also the flow of the theme and also the duration of the workshop, speaker information, and what do the clients want, if they want something digital or on paper, or maybe a mix of both. So, and also some color scheme, and possibly some metaphor might be useful for the scribing event. And during the scribing, when that is happening, it is really just to stay open and curious and just stay in the flow, and practicing non-judgmental, not put myself in the judgment space, but just kind of suspend that judgment to self and also others and what's happening in the room. When I scribe, I'm not only just scribe the obvious words, but really it's like I'll open my awareness 360 degrees. It's like you have an antenna, so you are sensing the space. So even you are facing the wall, you can still kind of sense with your back. So that's why I say, this kind of reading this invisible that's in the air, maybe that's emotion, maybe just a sudden change of the overall feeling, maybe there's a silence there. But how do you describe the silence? Maybe you just leave a white space, you write nothing. Maybe that space is really important for the group. So what I mean is, just pay attention to those very subtle details. So that really kind of bring the whole being into the space. So you just have to pay attention to those things. Might not be obviously said. So that's really a practice and also a skill. So that's the inner part during the scribing. And for the technical part, of course, practice how to translate the what you heard from the word to visual and to images, and also write clearly, because it's really important for people. Maybe they are far away. They can still be they can be read. People can understand what is that about, and also be flexible and pay attention to the space, not trying to fill everything, filled out that space. Sometimes some white space also provide the people who are reading it with some breathing space. So have that kind of balance in your awareness. And also after describing, just be kind of be reflective and also just express your gratitude to the group, because it's not a one man or one woman show. It's really a teamwork. So just have that kind of sense of gratitude along the whole process. And of course, with the technical part after the scribing is you make sure you share the image in different format that is catering for the client's need, and also with a very clear naming structure, and so providing for the future accessibilities, something like that.
動画を見てくださった中でぜひ少しでも気になるなって感じてくださった方がいたら、ぜひ8月東京で8月2日3日お会いすることをとても楽しみにしています。